The people next to you that love you the most, that see you, may not have any expectation that you'll exceed. And it's not because they don't love you per se, it's that they can see that you're really busy. They can see that you have a 9-to-5 job. They can see that you have small kids, and they don't believe that you have the time or attention to be able to spend on that thing that you're truly passionate about, because you got to focus on the thing that's paying all your bills. And it took me all week to kind of process it. There's a blessing even in being too busy to chase your dreams. And I'm not talking about like I'm doing what I love, but sometimes I get a little bit caught up, or I'm getting the opportunity to do what I love and I'm just kind of falling off and I'm not kind of motivated. I mean, no, like I work a 9-to-5 corporate job, or I got 2 kids that are under 2, or I'm taking care of an elderly parent and I just don't have the time to focus on my dream right now. That type of busy is what I'm kind of talking about. But when I was in coaching this week, I had an opportunity to speak to someone, and she worked a corporate job, 9-to-5, took care of all of her means for the year, and she had small kids that really took up a lot of her time. And she said the same thing that everyone always says when we're kind of going through these coaching sessions, is that like, I would love to focus on the next thing, but I'm focused on providing right now the thing that I'm in, and my kid is really small, so I don't really have a lot of time to focus on this dream that I'm telling you about. And the one thing I got out of the coaching session, but I want to kind of remind y'all here today, is you can find even a blessing in being too busy, because there's 2 things that really stand out when you're too busy to chase your dreams and you don't quite have the time to focus on it, that I don't think people truly appreciate until they're fully in their dream, where that's providing 100% of their lifestyle and they have to succeed. First thing of all of those things is that there's no pressure. When you are not living out that fantasy or that dream that you have, that's the only time that you will experience pure bliss. In fact, the people next to you that love you the most, that see you, may not have any expectation that you'll exceed. And it's not because they don't love you per se, it's that they can see that you're really busy. They can see that you have a 9-to-5 job. They can see that you have small kids, and they don't believe that you have the time or attention to be able to spend on that thing that you're truly passionate about, because you got to focus on the thing that's paying all your bills. So don't forget that that blessing of having 0 expectations to succeed is one of the rare times in your life, as you start on that journey to kind of chase what's important to you, that you'll have that. Then the second thing is that you will never be more creative than when you're chasing a dream instead of living it. The creativity you have now is flowing effortlessly. When you're at church thinking about your dream, when you are at home thinking about your dream, when you're taking care of your kids thinking about your dream, when you're working your 9-to-5 thinking about your dream, the ideas, the creativity, the flow is flowing endlessly. Your best ideas are coming now. So take full advantage of it. If you think about it, for example, in the music industry, what album is always the best album from an artist? It's always the first one. And the reason is they have no constraints, no fear. Their creativity is at an all-time high, and they're taking all that frustration of all of the years it took to get in the way of living their dreams and putting it into that album. You're working on your first album and you don't even really realize it yet. So take a moment and really just embrace the blessing that is, I'm still working to get there and I'm not quite there yet, because you will have 0 expectations and your creativity will be flowing the most. And when you look back on it, this will be the actual freest time that you ever had in chasing your dreams. So stay focused, don't give up.